Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. I woke up, I had a powerfully deep sleep last night, and I really felt like I had done a lot of traveling and a lot of downloading in that sleep. I woke up this morning feeling really empowered. I kind of had a weird day yesterday with, tarot readers, we have our own lives, right? Of wondering about things in my own life. And but then this morning I woke up to the sound of crows, and we have a lot of crows. I'm not sure if the crows are ravens. I think maybe both. And my cats are outside. They love them, and it's like the crows come to get the cats, and then the cats ask to go outside, and then they go outside, and then they all go hang out together. So I'm using my Crow Tarot today. I also went through all the cards individually today. Sometimes you get into a pattern of just looking at the card and, oh, this means this means that. And today, as I was going through the cards, Spirit really reminded me that I'm directed to use certain decks because of the imagery and what they have to tell me through the imagery, not what a book says or what they mean for somebody else. So be patient with me. If you can't be patient with me for being intuitive, then you are on the wrong channel. Like I said before, if you're looking for a quick answer, there are readers that do like 3-card yes or no's. So you might want to go there. I haven't done it yet, but maybe even today I'm going to go start doing more stuff on my Instagram. It is wild_flower_garden_tarot on Instagram. And there I'm going to put just some stuff about our life. Maybe I'll do some 3-card spreads. I was thinking of doing more fun things on there, like yes or no's, but like pick the deck yes or no's kind of things, right? Because those are really some of the quick little things that sometimes you just want to know. You have a question, you want to know yes or no. Okay. So anyway, let's get into it. I was also going to use the Earth Magic deck, and Spirit's like, no, this is your day to use the Power Animal Oracle cards. And if the Raven card comes out today, it's going to be awesome. Also, crows are like my spirit animal. Ravens, I'm very Nordic, and it's kind of a thing for us. But I've always just had a real thing with ravens and crows. So what have we got? For those who are drawn to this channel today, whoa, see that? Okay. Holy, okay. Wow, it's a lot of oracle cards. Have you noticed that lately, like with my readings, so the Spirit's just giving me a dump, and it's like, here you go. Do something with that. So what we got was the turtle retreat. So instructing us to stop trying to make things happen. And we've been getting a little bit of this energy lately. We've all been getting our wrists slapped a little bit by Spirit. Saying, you know what, hello. Like some of you are just maybe now starting to see beyond the 3D world. And we had a reading 2 days ago where it'll show in the picture, like when you on the YouTube thing. One says ancestors and one says DNA. In that reading, Spirit really spoke to you and me about finding out about your family history and learning lessons from that, and to understand that many of those ancestors are here for you, to give you spiritual guidance. So I'm almost suspecting that this might be a reading for the masculine today, but we'll see. You see, and it says like stop trying to make things happen. So like I've been saying before, you know, sometimes readers will say, well, let's see what's going on with the karmic, let's see what's going on for the masculine, whatever. And I'm like, no, you know, while it's tempting to do that, because honestly, like if you are in for views, if you put karmic on anything, the views just skyrocket. I'm not sure why, but because they're the least interesting, I mean, most confusing, but the least interesting of everything, right? So, but anyway, Spirit is telling us, you know, through the Power Animal Oracle deck to retreat and stop trying to force things, trying to make things happen, to clear out the clutter, which we actually had some of that yesterday, right? Adapt to the changes that are happening. I mean, all of this kind of applies even to our quarantining situations. So adapt to the changes that are happening. Free yourself from guilt and shame, which makes me think that maybe the Justice card might come out. And honor your soul's purpose. Now, isn't that a powerful, like, to do? And notice that there's a dark blue, which is your throat chakra, your communication, on each end of this. Okay, so we start off with the whale, or the turtle, and we end up with the whale. So, yeah. Stop trying to make things happen. Clear out the clutter. Adapt to the changes. Free yourself of the guilt and shame. That's part of that clutter. And honor your soul's purpose. All right, let's go. Let's rock and roll. The Empress is on the bottom. I'm not sure if I should have taken that. Can we just remember that the Empress was on the bottom? Okay, what's going on? See? Oh, dear. Five of Swords. What's going on for us? What's going on for us? Okay, what else? I'll tell you what they are after. You're sitting there like, what? Are those meant to come out? I don't think so. Two just slid out here. But I'm going to put them back and just see. I'm wanting to be more... I don't know. I wanted to be... You know what? I went to bed last night feeling less. Less than I wanted to be. You know what? We all have those moments. And this morning I woke up feeling more than I've been in a long time. So... a lot of downloads, I think, you know, a lot of spirit help. I got a young man, a spirit of a young man who is a very sweet soul, and he's kind of like my spiritual boy that's here. Yeah, he's here right now. Okay, what else is going on here? Spirit, what else do we have? What else? Oh. Okay, it was a big clump that came out. And again, it's seriously, just take the top one. And you know what? I'm just going to see, when I'm not sure, I'll throw them in randomly and see, like, then if they're meant to come out, they're supposed to come out. So we have a Five of Swords, a Three of Cups, and a Two of Cups. Spirit just said, out of three friends, two are bonding. Okay. Now, Five of Swords is often, see here, I'm going to what it's supposed to mean. It's often, you know, somebody winning a victory. Here 2, right? We have 5. 3 and 2 is 5. Here we have 5. So Spirit is just saying 2 are flying away. I suspect that's you too. Now that modeling light is from those tomatoes I showed yesterday. And you know, maybe it's not technically good, but I don't care. Same with my mic. It's not perfect. I don't care. As long as you can read it and get the message, I'm okay. Like, I'm not a professional, like the YouTuber. This is what I do. My table cracks. Like, I've got a very organic gig going on here. That's who I am. That's why it's called something like Wildflower Garden Tarot. Ten of Cups on the bottom. You're telling me to take it, but to put it over here. Two. So Spirit was really strict with me this morning about talking to me about dealing with the imagery, right? So there were 5. 2 broke away. You and a friend have broken away. And then 2 have broken away, and Spirit drew my attention to Porcupine, free yourself of guilt and shame. So this tells me that there's something that happened here that maybe that is out of the social norm, or, you know, different, or that, like, in a group of friends, two hooked up. Okay. So there's some suggestion from Spirit that for some of you, 2 of you have left, that there's like a group of 5 friends, 2 of whom were couples. And that for some of you, perhaps, from 4 came 2, and then there's one that's a friend, right? Because we have 2, there was 2. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I'm not, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so Spirit, let's see what's going on here. We need to talk about adaptability. For those that are drawn to this reading, I absolutely love this card, 2 of Cups. Because, I mean, 2 of Cups doesn't naturally mean twin flame or soulmate or romance, like in the traditional deck, if you're looking only at traditional meanings, right? But look at this. I mean, isn't that what we all want? Right? We want, you see those cups? I was talking to a friend like this the other day. We trade readings. She does tea leaves and I do tarot. And her relationship is, she's not feeling this. She feels like she's always pouring, her cup is always pouring into his cup. These cups, it's equal. When, especially for women, when we have a relation, well, no, for men too. Sorry about the sexism. When we're in a relationship, when we've gotten out of a relationship where we were the only ones pouring, that is part of the sadness, because we want to give everything to the person that we love. But to not just have them take it, but for them to reciprocate with everything that they have. Okay? Okay. I think I watched too much South Park. Some South Park reference. Yes, I have a teenage boy, and yes, I'm a terrible mother. We've watched South Park a lot. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on? Whoa. whoa, oh, there's more hidden here. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles in the Tower was hidden under this, under the Two of Swords. And I'm just going to hold it like that because I've got what's going on here. Again, the Chariot. And again, the Four of Cups. So when I say what's going on here, I meant like what happened to bring this about. Okay? So somebody... Okay, so this came out in two groups. So this, I'm just picking up right now. I mean, I might change my mind, but Spirit's telling me that this is one person and then this is the other person. So this side is this bird and the other side is that bird, okay? I don't know if you can, but you might be able to hear the crows in the background. I mean, there's a lot of crows, and they're sitting in the tree right here. There's two of them, which I just love. Okay, so this bird has a blindfold on, but she's scaling the edges of the swords. To me, this is the feminine. I mean, the edges of those swords are sharp. And underneath, like what she's worried about is this. Now, the Three of Pentacles, you know, is usually about work. Being appreciated for your work. Okay. Yeah, okay, right? So just like I was saying for this crow, she's feeling like she's the crow that's always harvesting. Or this is the energy of the person that's always harvesting. She's pulling the cherries off the cherry blossom tree. And this one is just eating, right? This one's working, one's giving, and one's receiving. There's no give and flow like here. And like that shit is not going to last. She's been upset about this for a long time. I'm wondering too if this one has been taking everything from her or him. I mean, however it resonates for you. I don't know why, but for me, this is the feminine on this side. Partially, I guess, because, you know, your left side is, you know, your feminine energy side. But in this Tower card, the top gets knocked off. It's not, oh, it's not just that it's a tower. It's a clock tower, indicating time. This looks like it's set at 4:15. 4 can be a twin flame number. But the steeple got knocked off and out comes all these crows. And Spirit had just said to me, oh, yes, okay, that in this situation, one person was a taker, one person was a giver. When she got the steeple off, this other person's been fucking around, cheating. See all the other crows come flying out? Things that have been hidden. The top comes up, the time is up. So this crow has known this, but didn't want to know it. So, I mean, she's on those sharp edges because the time has come to cut herself free. Okay? Then on this side, we have the Chariot. and the Four of Cups. And notice how they come out that the Chariot is flying towards the Four of Cups. Now, again, traditionally, the Four of Cups talks about, I mean, there's this guy sitting under the tree and he's got his arms folded and all he can see is his 3 empty cups, and he doesn't see the hand of God that's trying to give him this other cup, right? Okay. In this Four of Cups is different. The crow has turned its back on the empty cups and is looking at this blessing coming in. Oddly, that's not what the book says, but again, Spirit really said to me, you're an intuitive reader, use your intuition. Same for you. That's why I show you these cards for so long, because I want you to see how these cards, what they mean to you. So all of a sudden, and this is a masculine energy, all of a sudden, this guy sees what he wants, and he's going for it. Yeah, right? So he's clearing out the clutter, adapting, both of them, adapting to the changes that are happening. Free yourself from guilt and shame and find your soul's purpose. And part of your soul's purpose is, okay, part of your soul's purpose is to find your one true love. And I mean, there's some debate about that, if there's one true love or not. The Emperor on the bottom. Okay. So, Empress was on the bottom. The reason that we look at the bottom, or we talk about the bottom sometimes, is that we don't always check the bottom. Unless Spirit's like, take a look on there. So we start off with the Empress, and we ended up with the Emperor. I'm not taking this. We're going to leave them in the deck. So he showed up talking about this. So this is an Emperor energy. I'm not sure if there's been actual cheating going on here. I don't feel it. Okay, they just said to check this. It's a weird reading today, I know. I hope you can hear those crows outside. Can we get some clarification on that? This just came up. Calling in your soulmate. Okay. I'm just wondering if they've been cheating. Does it matter? I guess it doesn't matter. Is there another message? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. Like, I haven't really... So it also says, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So whether you cheated or not, it doesn't matter. I mean, you and your friends might have a thing, right? You might have... Yeah, and this happens sometimes. You know, it does. I mean, we even knew a couple that it was 2 sisters and their husbands, and then I don't remember if they switched or what. Broken heart on the bottom of the deck. So far from the bottom of the deck, we've seen the Empress, the Emperor, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what? Because they said, you know what? You didn't even look at that. So let me just see. There's something in that card that I didn't pay attention to, because again, I was just paying attention to, like, right, what this is supposed to mean. Okay. So I'm just going to read it to you, all right? Shoot. I should, you know what? I'm going to go back. Just hold on. should have taken it. Where did you go, Three of Swords? There we go. Now, I love the hearts in here because the hearts are not romantic hearts, or physical hearts. But a heartache can hurt our physical heart too. Okay. The crow watches his partner fly away. The three swords puncturing the heart represents the pair of crows and the issue that resulted in the separation. Spirit just said for the masculine, his life partner is the one that left. Yeah, 3 and 3. Anyway, the three swords puncturing the heart represents the pair of crows and the issues that resulted in the separation. The Three of Swords represents a time of sadness and loss. However, without sorrow, we wouldn't understand true happiness. And without loss, we would not appreciate what we have to receive. There is no avoiding the sadness indicated by the Three of Swords, but this situation offers a valuable life lesson, one that is essential for growth. This card asks for you to take steps to learn how to heal your heart and your soul. So this is telling the masculine, it's okay to have your heart broken, but feel free to stop trying to make something happen that wasn't meant to happen. Clear out the clutter and adapt to the change. So I'm wondering if the feminine isn't the one who picked up the energy, of this relationship first, which is often the case. All right, because this couple is destined for a 10 of Cups life, or two couples. We're going to focus on one. And like I said, it may not be that, you came together, you broke up like two marriages and came together. That's some of you. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. That's some of you. But, there's something going on that came from something. Now, Spirit's just telling me that for a lot of you, you had been friends before. And that there's a group involved somehow. And you were maybe hiding it. You're scared to break the rules, but you need to follow your soul's path. And I'm feeling that the feminine is instigating it. Now I'm just getting the chills right up the back of my spine. Okay. Any messages of guidance? Any messages of guidance for those watching today? Because I don't want to go too much longer. 30 minutes is a good amount of time. And I do these every day except for the weekends. Did you see that one it flipped up and it turned itself over and then it went back in? Okay. Is there any words? That was the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. Empress popped out. If the Emperor pops out too, I'm going to be Queen of Cups on the bottom. So yeah, she probably initiated this because she is probably the more intuitive. This guy might not really be that intuitive. Maybe he is. Who knows? Okay, any guidance for those watching? Any last words for those who have been attracted to this reading? Come on. No. Okay, so words of to go forward. Empress, the Lovers. Again, how romantic is that? Now, the original card, it's like this, the Spirit is overseeing, and it's Adam and Eve, or a masculine and a feminine, but they're not together yet. They're not touching yet. These ones, are in love. They're in love. Absolutely. This is just saying the Empress is coming first. And then we have the Six of Wands. But if I remember, this has quite an interesting reading. So I'm just going to... Six of Wands. Ah, okay. All right, so... high atop a ladder of 6 wands, perched in the center of a laurel wreath, this crow bathes in the light of the sun, symbolizing victory. The flock of crows below offer their respect and admiration. This crow comes to you as an acknowledgement of your hard work and sacrifice. Has an encouraging message for you. Not only will you find success in your future endeavors, you have the respect and admiration of others. So as I read that, Spirit just said, anything that you're worrying about what other people are thinking, don't, because they've seen you struggle. They've seen you both struggle. And to see you come together, you might be more surprised than you realize. Some of you are together. Some of you have the dream of being together. I just noticed that in the Empress is the sun, right? That lights up the whole world with a heart and a cup. Okay. Soulmate connection. What am I going to call this? Who knows? Anyway, have a most wonderful day. Stop trying to make something happen that isn't working. Clear out the clutter. Adapt to the changes that are happening. And in that, free yourself of guilt and shame from made-up rules. Who made those up? In doing so, you will honor your soul's purpose. Okay? So have a great day.